guys? Welcome back to Scribe Guys, and I am your host for today. And today we're going to talk about a sweet deck tech, which is Valgavoth Terror Eater High Casual from one new set last morning. And one of the big baddies from that set, which is the demon that is the house, and the house is the demon. So it's really cool concept that they were doing with Valgavoth here. So let's get right into the commander for today. And also do not forget the MagicCon coming up, and if you are going, definitely drop a comment down below because I will be there. Unfortunately, Barry won't, but I will just play some events and play some mediate. So yeah, let's move on to here. So the commander, Valgavoth Terror Eater. So 3 black, 6 colorless, Elder Demon, flying lifelink, and have ward, sacrifice 3 null and permanents. And if a card you didn't control will be put into opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Then during your turn, you may play a card to exile with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. So pretty big, you know. Whenever a card goes to opponent graveyard, you just basically just take it and get to cast on your turn, which is pretty cool. And it's a 9/9 big old demon. Big fatty. We could get him out pretty early too, as well with this type of list. Yeah, just the ward effect is pretty strong. The flying lifelink is pretty disgusting too. Yeah, Dothy Voidwalker, but better. That's what I gotta say about it. Dothy Voidwalker, but better. We're definitely gonna pay up any amount of life for this guy. So let's just move on to the next slide here. So we got 25 creatures. The 25 creatures are Ancient Seller Spawn, Archon Cruelty, Blood Pet, Bloodletter Alcazal, Bogart, Trawler, Braids, Artisan Nightmares, and then Cryptgas, Dothy Voidwalker, and then Dried Presence. So let's talk about some of the demons and big cards in this set, which is Archon Cruelty, which is a nice 8 mana 6/6 when it ETBs or attacks target opponent, sacrifice creature or a planeswalker, discard the card and lose 3 life, and you draw a card and gain 3 life, and 6/6. So it seems pretty good, and we do have some reanimate cards to bring back really early, just to screw someone over, just to get some early value with him, and then to start attacking with the attack trigger and stuff like that. And then we also have Bloodletter Alcazal, which an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. So pretty good there. And then we also have some reduction costs into mana card like Blood Pet, which if we sacrifice Blood Pet, we make 1 black. And then we also have 18 Seller Spawn, which each spell you cast that's a demon or a horror or nightmare spell costs 1 less. So our demons cost 1 less, which is pretty nice there. And then whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than its mana value, target opponent loses life equal to the difference. So basically 1 life or something like that. And we got Braids, good old Braid, just to get some draws. And then we got Cryptgas for more mana, Dothy Voidwalker. Why wouldn't you play Dothy Voidwalker in mono black deck? Seems kind of dumb if you don't. And then we got Dread Presence, which helps us draw cards and also drain our opponent. And then we got Bogart Trawler, which is exile target player's graveyard, which is really good, and it's also land on the flip side, and we could play with their life to play it untapped or tapped. Hoarding Broodlord, Kirk, Sunny Yawgmoth, Leaden Mirror, there we go. Maha, It Feathers Night, Massacre Girl, Massacre Worm, Nikana, Revenant, and then Opposition Agent. So let's talk about just the big mana cards here. So we got Kirk, just a nice way to cast our commander for 6 mana, or any of our other cards that are like 3 black. As you can see on screen, there's a lot of cards with a lot of black in them, so we could definitely gain a lot of life and play everything out. And then we got Hoarding Broodlord, which when it ETBs, search your library for a card, exile face down, then suffer your library for how long as it remains exile, you may play it, and then spells you cast from exile have convoked. So pretty nice there, and then the dragon also have convoke as well. So there's that, and then we have Grey Merchant, which is just a nice finisher for this list, and then we got Leaden Mirror, which is just mana dork for us, and then we got Maha, It Feathers Night, which have flying, trample, and then ward, discard a card. Creature your opponent control have base toughness of 1. So our creature is easy to kill. Then we're playing Massacre Worm and Massacre Girl, which do wipe our opponent's board if they're very low, and Massacre Girl could like literally just end the board state immediately when it ETB'd if there's enough creatures. If a creature will die, everything get negative. If something dies, everything get negative. It's so on and so forth. It's a really busted card. Massacre Worm does negative 2, and then whenever a creature opponent control would die, that player loses 2 life, which is kind of a finisher for our opponents. Then we got the Revenant, which is another mana dork, just like Crypt Gas. Swamp's tap for additional, and then we got Opposition Agent, which is a really busted fair card. Punish your opponent when they're searching for that thoughts, and Demonic Cultivation combo. You just grab it, and they can never win with it. So let's move on to the last bit here. So we're playing Orchid Bowmaster, Sheldred, Twilight Prophet, Unstoppable Slasher, Vein Ripper, Villas, Broker Blood, and then Veto, Throne of the Dusk Rose. So a lot of sweet cards here. Orchid Bowmaster, very important. Sheldred, just a really nice 4 mana. Just everyone just takes 2 and you gain 2 each time you draw. And I could definitely see Villas being broken with Sheldred, so there's that. Twilight Prophet, Unstoppable Slasher, which is one new card here. When Unstoppable Slasher deal combat damage to a player, they lose half their life, rounded up, and then when Unstoppable Slasher dies, if it had no counter on it, return it to the battlefield, tap under your own control with 2 stone counters on it. So seems pretty alright there. Then we have Vein Ripper, which is sacrifice a creature has ward, and then whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. So we definitely stay in line. And then Twilight Prophet, everyone know that card. That card been reprinted several times in the last 2 years now. And then we got Villas. Whenever you lose life, you draw a card, and then you may pay 2. Target creature get -1. And then Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So yeah, so let's move on to the 11 artifacts we have here, which I'm pretty sure you guys ready to see that there's already a combo assembled on the screen here with the Aetherflux Reservoir, Bullet Citadel, and Sensei Divining Top. So I want to put some combos in this type of list, because I feel like if the side cattle, you need ways to win. Not done with Valgavoth. Valgavoth is a nice key piece that you need, but also having Bullet Citadel, Aetherflux Reservoir, and Top in the list really helps you out. But they're that, so we do have the mana here. As I explained, those 3 cards. We got Chromox, Expedition Map, Jet Medallion, Mana Vault, Soul Ring. All really help out your mana base. Expedition Map is for the grabbing Cabal, Coffers, or Borg, and making a bunch of black mana there. Chromox is just a mox that you exile a card and you produce black or whatever you want. And then we got Mind Crank. Mind Crank is another combo. Excuse me, sorry about that. Mind Crank is another combo with Blood Thief's Assassin, so I'll talk about that here soon in the enchantment part. But yeah, let's move on. We got the One Ring and then Wishclog Talisman. So One Ring protects us and draws us cards, and then the Wishclog Talisman. We're about to win, so let's keep that in mind. And we got playing 12th instance. The 12th instance are Cabal Ritual, Consuming Corruption, Calling the Weak, Dark Ritual, Darkness, Deadly Relic, Dismember, Entomb, and Imp's Mischief. So a lot of removal here, a lot of interaction pieces. So let's just get right out of the way of the mana stuff here, which is Cabal Ritual, Calling the Weak, and Dark Ritual. Get those out of there. We're just making mana off of those. Calling the Weak is just sacrifice a creature, add 4 black. Seemed pretty simple there. And then let's talk about some of the removal packet we have here with Consuming Corruption, Deadly Relic, Dismember, and then Imp Mischief, which is change the target, but you lose a life equal to mana value. So it's basically a deflecting swap with Imp Mischief, so pretty nice there. And then we got Entomb, which searches a card and put it in graveyard. And then we got Darkness, which prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn, just in case we do die to lethal. We have that just in case. Alright, let's talk about Snuff Out. Snuff Out destroys target non-black creature. It can be regenerated. And if you control Swamp, you pay for life. And then Vampire Tutor, which are to the library for a card and then put it on top. and then you lose 2, and then Weathering Torment, which destroys an enchantment and creature, and you lose 2, which is really good, better than Feeder Swarm here, because it ended at speed, and you don't lose that much life, you only lose 2. So let's move on to the 10 sorceries. Woo! So the 10 sorceries are Bubbling Muck, Chain of Smog, Damnation, Demonic Tutor, Night Whispers, Peer in the Abyss, Reanimate, Sign in Blood, and Torment of Hailfire. So we do have a lot of ways to win with some of these cards here, but let's just get right into it. With Bubbling Muck, make swamps. That's it. You just make a bunch of black mana with Bubbling Muck, and then we got Chain of Smog, which is another combo, another win con for us. We will get into here soon. Damnation, destroy all creatures that can't be regenerated. Demonic Tutor, tutors for a card. Night Whisperer draws a card, draw 2 cards for us, and we lose 2. And then Peering Abyss, which is a finisher for us. If we really wanted to, we could target someone with this, with the Orchid Bowmaster, and they draw half their library, and we get to the as well and kill the board. So that's another win con to think about. And we also play Reanimate, Sign in Blood, and then Torment of Hailfire. So seems good there. And Torment of Hailfire is another win con there too. If we really needed to be with Valgavoth out, we just do this for 10, and people are going to be discarding cards for us, and we get to play them that turn. So it seemed pretty nutty. But let's move on to the last page here with the Toxic Deluge. A nice board wipe, just pay X life, and then all creatures get Nectar, gets around indestructible creatures and hexproof and all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's move on to the last bit here, which is 5 enchantments. The 5 enchantments are Anime Dead, Bloodfeud Session, Necropotence, Phyrexian Arena, and the Meathook Massacre. So, as I was talking before, there's Anime Dead, return to any of our creatures. But Bloodfeud Session and Mindcrank. Let me read this card for you. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, you may put a quest counter on Bloodfeud Session, and then whenever a card opponent graveyard from anywhere, if Bloodfeud Session had 3 or more quest counters, you may have that player loses 2 life. If you do, you gain 2 life. So with Mindcrank, whenever opponent loses life, they mill that many cards, and then Bloodfeud Session triggers. They take 2 and then trigger on Mindcrank, so on and so forth. You mill your opponent out and drain them life, and you gain that much life. So you basically win the game if you get that up to 3 and you grab Mindcrank and just pass, and your opponent can't really do anything with that. So, and then we got Necropotence, just draw a lot of cards, and then just that's it, just drawing a lot of cards off of Necropotence. Try to find a win con there. And then we got Phyrexian Arena, helps to draw a card, and then the Meathook Massacre, which is another sweet board wipe, and also a drain spell type card. Really disgusting card. I wish it wasn't $50. What a busted card, Magic. What a really good card, I will say. This card was a menace in Standard. This card was disgusting. But yeah, let's move on to the 35 lands. And I think I forgot one card in here also, which is... Yeah, I did forget a card. So the last card that I had in here, which is Professor Onyx, which goes well with Chain of Smog. So you drain the whole board, but I totally forgot to put it in here, but sorry about that. But yeah, let's move on to the 35 lands, which is Ancient Tomb, Bloodstained Mire, Bojuka Bog, Cabal Coffers, Castle of Lochthwain, Cavern of Souls, Lake of the Dead, Nykthos Shrine, and also Polluted Delta. Just all cards just produce a lot of mana. We got Cabal Coffer with the Orgberg, which the Orgberg is on the next slide here. And then we also have Cavern Soldier to name Demon, so make sure our Demon gets hit the board. And then we also play Like the Dead. We produce it 4 black whenever we sacrifice a swamp. And then we also have Bloodstained Mire and Blue Delta to look for lands. Bojuka Bog, just exile opponent's target play graveyard. Ancient Tomb produces 2 colorless for us for 1. And then we also have Castle Lochthwain, so it's draw a card for us whenever we're that low. And then we are playing Orgberg, Takenuma, that being Stage, Vesuva, and 22 Swamp. So, yeah, and that being Stage and Vesuva are there just to copy like a Cabal Coffers, bases of Cabal Coffers, or any of our opponents' land if they are playing anything too crazy that we want. But yeah, I think that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked today's video, definitely like it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Definitely hit the bell notification button there when we get videos out every week. as we try. I think this week I'm gonna try to get out a video about the post ban list for Gargos and Joe Grant, which are lists I'm still working on because Joe Lotus, Man Crypt are gone, and it changes those decks entirely. And I don't know if Joe Grant is playable anymore because of those who guards gone, but we'll see. It might be just okay, but I might be changing to something else. But let's see. I'll see here in a minute, folks. But yeah, if you like today's video, definitely like it. I am going to get out of here, and thank you for watching. This has been Quest from Scar Guys.